Hey, Kruller, who's in the Tukwila City Council. You're the current president.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you're here tonight. I know there's a lot of other things you could do in the sun, but the fact that you're dedicated to what's going on in civic government is really important to me, and I love being in front of you so that we can have this conversation. What Rick said is true. I'm president of two organizations as a result of a rotation that happens due to seniority. I'm the least senior on the council, but in the 4 years it's rotated around to me to be president of the council and also president of the Tukwila Metropolitan Park District. So it's double duty. I embraced that. We switched over to non-city park. So the park is completely run independently of the city now, except that the council members, by law, when they first brought this into place, are ex officios of members of the Board of Commissioners. And we are working right now to review our governance and see if we can't turn that over to citizen elections as well. Probably won't happen this year. Potentially it will happen next year. So, my experience is that of any junior council person. A lot of learning, a lot of growing, getting on the committees that you're able to get on in the first 3 years, which are transportation, utilities, finance and safety, and there's one called the community and parks, community and public affairs, excuse me, it includes the parks. Committees, and all of these you learn and grow and learn all kinds of things about sewers, everything you possibly could ever want to know about the parks department, anything that you could possibly want to learn about the police and how it runs, the fire departments and so on. And I really enjoyed that going period. When I got to my 4th year here, that I'm journeying through, the council has to vote, at least with a majority form of 4, to say that you can be president. So I am grateful that they felt that I've grown enough that I could step into this position and do a good job.
David?
So, being someone who's quite involved with saving the pool in Tukwila, do you think the city council should continue to manage and run the public swimming pool, and why?
My personal opinion is I think it should go to a point based on what we've only learned in the last few weeks from our attorney. It should go to a public vote to decide, at least, whether or not we should make the conversion, because the public voted us into this configuration. And then we should, if they approve that, we should certainly open the citizens to run to be commissioners. If that happens in 1 step or 2, I'm indifferent. I'm asking the commission to try to look at this, make an informed decision during this year, and go ahead and get it on the ballot. I'm not sure we're going to be able to make it by November. There's a lot to consider. There is a potential that we could. If not, I think we might be looking closer to February. Either way, I think citizens should run their government. Citizens elected the council, and so I don't feel terribly bad that we're doing the best we can to make this segue. We worked very hard to get to a point where we can separate from the city itself and be a self-run pool. And if it makes sense to open it up if the electorate wants to go ahead and elect a different board of commissioners, that's fine with me. It's also possible that some board members or council members may run for it, and I'm fine with that as well, as long as the electorate wants it.
Okay. One other question. Would you support the city of Tukwila in enacting a $15 minimum wage?
You know, I really look forward to the opportunity where we can have that dialogue. It seems to be working in other cities. I have personally gone out to the airport and been part of the process of making it known to the world that sustainable living wages are really important in this area. You know, or may not know, that we have 65 different nationalities in the city of Tukwila. Our school district is the most diverse school district in the nation. And so trying to help folks make the transition from refugees, immigrating into the United States, and within 6 months finding jobs where they can sustain their families is very important. And I think, I have constantly think of myself in the beginning of my career, could I live on less than that amount? It would be very difficult. And the last thing I want to say is we went to an economic forum this year, and an economist who rarely weighs in politically said, time value of money across the years, we are way behind on the living wage piece. And it's time for us to stand up and do something about it.
Because we've specifically been very specific with other candidates for Tukwila, is that a yes or a no?
That's a yes, and that is also qualified by saying, I want to know exactly, and make an informed decision on exactly what those terms would be, but it looks like it's going well everywhere else that it's occurring, and I'd like to take a hard look at it. Here in Tukwila, we have a mall, we have a lot of businesses, it's going to have a big impact, but I think what we don't have the employers pay, the government ends up subsidizing later on through other benefits. So, you know, it's a balance that we need to have to look at, and I think people live in greater pride if they have a better wage.
Okay.
Thank you.